In business applications, there are often data entry elements that the user must enter. In our sample application, the product name and product code must be entered. Without these two fields, it would be difficult for the user to look up the product again. You can mark data entry elements that must contain data as required fields. Once you have defined which fields are required, you need to consider how those fields will be indicated to the user. Clarity is key. An asterisk in the field label is a common technique for denoting required fields. Some applications add an asterisk at the end of the label. Other applications add the asterisk before the label. Another option is to simply add required after the field. Or you can add required to the placeholder. The technique you select will depend on your users and the application. Are your users used to seeing an asterisk? Whatever you decide, be consistent and be clear. Here we are back in WebStorm with the Product Edit Info View HTML page open. First, let's make the product name a required field. We'll start by adding the required attribute. Then we'll add required to the placeholder. Then we'll do the same to the product code to make it a required field. When using a mask, the placeholder does not work very well, but we can instead add required directly to the mask. There we are. We now have two required fields, the product name and the product code. Let's give that a try. We'll select Add Product, and we can see that the placeholder now says required, as does the mask. But if we leave the fields blank, we are not getting any indication of a validation error. Let's add that next.